Hey guys, this is Lee with Relational-Intel.com. I scrolled down on Relational Intel at the Relational Intelligence Museum, and I asked Abraham Lincoln. I clicked on his name. Abraham Lincoln came up. I asked, "What is your opinion about the honesty of the Trump administration?" Then I went back and scrolled down to Carl Jung. And I asked him. I talked to Carl Jung. It's $5. I'm sorry, but he's $5. All the ex-presidents are free, but Carl Jung is $5. That's where you go after you pay the $5. It takes you to start the session. And here you're talking to Carl Jung. And I asked him, "What is your opinion of R.I. Abraham Lincoln's opinion?" And I'm going to put Abraham Lincoln's opinion after I ask him in there. So I'm going to pause this right now. All right, so I've asked them, and here is their opinions on everything.
The question turns on the tension between loyalty to a leader and the duty to judge truth plainly. Any administration, including that of Donald Trump, must be measured not by words alone, but by consistency between word and deed. There were moments that raised concern among many about candor, and others who felt he spoke more plainly than is common in public life. A fair judgment asks whether one applies the same standard of honesty to those one supports as to those one opposes. Do you hold leaders you favor to the same measure of truthfulness that you expect from their rivals?
And here's what Carl Jung said about that opinion.
The central issue in that statement is not Trump alone, but the tendency to let allegiance distort judgment. R.I. Abraham Lincoln's opinion, as you presented it, is sound in principle because it places the burden on equal standards rather than partisan attachment. It points toward a moral discipline that is simple to state and difficult to practice, to see plainly when one is tempted to excuse in a favored leader what one would condemn in an opponent. The real question is whether a person can bear the discomfort of that consistency in their own political loyalties.
R.I. Abraham Lincoln, this is what R.I. Carl Jung thinks about your response to me just now. What do you think about that?
The tension here lies between weighing another man's judgment and keeping your own grounded in fairness. It is easy to let a second voice, especially one presented with authority, tilt your view without careful thought. What matters is not which name is attached to the opinion, but whether it helps you see the matter more clearly and honestly. Does that view lead you to a fairer standard for judging truth, or does it simply confirm what you were already inclined to believe?
Well, that's what I believe. Let's see what Carl says.
It leads to a fairer standard only if it compels you to examine your own partiality rather than merely admire the wording. A statement about fairness is often used as a mirror for others while sparing oneself. The test is practical. When a favored figure lies, evades, or contradicts himself, do you judge it with the same severity you would in an enemy? Where have you recently excused in one person what you would not excuse in another?
Well, guys, that's what you can get from Relational-Intel.com. The Relational Intelligence Museum, where the world's greatest thinkers come to life and they talk back. You don't have to subscribe. Just $5 for most of the great minds. All these presidents, though, are free. I've made videos about that before. They're all free. I think you should be able to talk to Honest Abe or George Washington or either Roosevelt. Anyway, go look at the site, see what all there is. I mean, there's lawyers, judges, authors. Fun for kids, free stuff. There's a lot of free stuff. There's Ernest Hemingway, Ernie Bob. You can even talk to a representative of myself on here for free. Anyway, guys, enjoy the site. Have a great Sunday and have a great week. Bye-bye.